Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be playing Made Man for the PS2. This is my first time playing this game, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I have so far. Let's begin.
You okay, Joey?
Yeah, now move over, I'm driving.
Look, this is a very big day for me. Philly called. By the end of the day, I'm either gonna be a made man or I'm gonna be dead.
What the fuck's going on?
It's about money. This time it's gold, but it's always about fucking money. Look, you really sure you wanna know what this is all about? Okay, kid. All right, but I better start at the beginning. All right, listen, when we got back from Nam, Eggs said he owed him.
Eggs? You mean Johnny Eggs, right? I heard of him.
Johnny Eggs Biondo. Anyway, listen. When we got back home, he said he had some big plans, and I went right along with him, because pretty much I had nothing else to do that day. Little Italy. That's where I first met Philly Lombardi.
Hey, so you're Joey. I want to thank you for looking after my boy.
He was talking about eggs.
So I understand you're looking for work. Look, I got a little business in North Carolina you could take care of for me.
See, what you gotta understand is, what most mobsters do on a day-to-day basis to earn is mundane. Like buying cigarettes cheaply in North Carolina and reselling them in New York, without collecting any tax, of course.
What can I get you, handsome?
Coffee and a smile, sweetheart. Turns out the manager was a Nam vet who'd got himself shot and sent home just before my tour had started. He liked to talk, and since I'd been alone on the road for days, it made for a change. Besides, the waitress Doris wasn't entirely unpleasant on the eyes.
Hey, you want to stop locking the door there, Benny? You get all kinds around here, I'm telling you.
Service in here sucks. All I want is a goddamn cup of coffee. A little service around here would be nice. Ain't no one leaving till I give me a kiss from Doris.
Oh, jeez, Benny.
Told you before, Benny. Doris ain't interested. Now sit the fuck down or get out.
Really?
You better believe it.
$25?
Yeah, I could have made the fucking thing myself for that kind of money.
Damn right, Jacob.
Okay, Benny, I've just about had enough. Go on, get out of here.
Benny, ain't that your brothers messing with that truck?
My goddamn truck, folks. Everyone stay in your seats and no one gets hurt. And don't you go getting any ideas either, partner. I got you
Thing
dead
down,
right.
Benny.
No son of a bitch threatens me or my customers.
Holy shit!
For fuck's sake, Benny.
Joe, over here. Look, Benny's one of Weasel Walt's boys. If I know them, they'll be driving that truck of yours around to their place on the other side of the swamp to strip it clean. Come on, Joe. I got a spare gun you can use in the kitchen. Maurice, lock up behind us and get Ernie on the phone. Tell him we're on our way.
I will.
I couldn't fucking believe what was happening. If I didn't get that truck back, I was gonna be a dead man.
What the fuck's all the ruckus, boss?
Ain't got time to explain, Bill. Go out front and see if the girls need any help, okay? I'll be back soon. Oh, and Bill, lock this door behind us and don't leave the diner till help gets here, okay?
Sure. Sure, boss.
Joe, grab that gun over there on the side. I'll take you to Ernie's place. He's got a gun store not too... You got the gun, Joe? Come on. Get down, Joe! These friends of yours?
I didn't know it at the time, but there was a lot more to this than cigarettes. An innocent man had been killed here, and I had a feeling he wasn't going to be the last.
I swear I can see something moving in there. Can't see jack shit. I swear that fucking coward is creeping around. Hey, Verola! You in there? Give yourself up and we'll make it quick!
Shoot the glass out, you guys! Trying to sneak up on you, fuck!
You guys take care of him and we'll sort your cut out later, okay?
No problem, boy. I got your cure right here.
I figured this must have been Weasel Walt.
Oh, no!
Killing's a funny thing, kid. It can be the easiest of things, it can also be the hardest. You think if your target is a father, a brother, a son, even for a second, then you're a dead man. I was no stranger to guns, even in the early days. I've been to war, seeing guys die right in front of me by my own hand. For me, shooting and dropping a guy is as easy as breathing.
Motherfucker!
Sweet dreams, fucko.
Here he is! Where's this idiot pistol? Oh no!
When I reached the junkyard, more Weasel Walt's redneck goons were waiting for me. I just couldn't fucking understand why someone wanted me dead so badly.
Here he is!
The gate that led out of the junkyard was locked up tight. I guess I wouldn't be going that way just yet.
Here he is!
If the fucking inbreds thought I was gonna go running under a hanging car while they were at the controls, then they were even more stupid than I thought. So much for redneck cunning.
Kill this foreign dog!
Fuck you, city boy.
Well, fuck you right back.
When I reached the gun store, there was no one around, and since I wasn't planning on getting myself killed, I thought I'd best announce myself. Ernie? Ernie, you in here?
I'm here, boy. And just who the fuck are you?
The name's Verola. Joey Verola.
Well, sorry, son. I thought you was one of those no-good boys of weasels. The Reese called to say you'd be here soon. Where's Merv?
I'm afraid Merv didn't make it, old times.
Dead? Oh, fuck. Weasel Walt and his boys have gone too far this time.
You know where I can find this guy?
Yeah, but I got a more pressing problem, boy. While we stand here getting acquainted, Walt's boys are busy raiding my store. I ain't as young as I used to be, and sure could use a hand here.
Way I figured it. The way to the swamp was through the old-timer's gun store, and if I was ever gonna get my truck back, his problem had just become my problem. Lead the way, old man.
Thank you, boy. I couldn't have done it on my own. You want to find your truck? Go out that door and just keep on going. There's only one way through to the swamp from here.
Glad I could help, old-timer.
Hey, enough of the old. Now you're gonna have to forgive me, 'cause I got a whole lot of cleaning up to do back there. Walt and his boys are no good thieves and liars. You go give them what they deserve, son.
So after the rednecks, whoever had sent these guys to look after me wasn't taking any chances. Seemed like half of fucking New York's wise guys had turned out just to see I didn't make it through the day alive.
He's coming this way. Shifty scrawny ass is behind the garage. Fire the barn. Shoot out of the windows. Where are you shooting, Jack? Behind cover. Foreign dog.
You killed my bro. Italian dog.
I see you in hell. So, at last I reached the swamp. I just had to find the truck and I was in the clear, but as usual, things didn't go that easy.
You saw fucking Huey in Carolina? Are you fucking with me?
Well, it wasn't really a Huey, you fucking schmuck. It was a chopper, but I have this problem, see. I get these flashbacks.
Sorry, Joe. I didn't mean no disrespect.
Look, I don't know what the sight of the chopper, the swamps, the fact that practically every motherfucker I met that day was trying to kill me, I don't know. One thing was for sure. My body might have been in Carolina, but in my head, I was back in Nam. And that's where this whole fucking thing started. Back in those fucking rat tunnels. It's not the first time I've had the flashbacks. Doubt it will be the last. Come on, where are you? Come on, keep going. Come on, Charlie, where the fuck are you hiding now?
What?
Well, like a lot of guys back then, I'd signed up for the war, but I wasn't no patriot. I had different reasons. Things hadn't been going so well that day, and I'd been separated from the rest of my platoon. I was trying to catch up to them, but those fucking rat tunnels were crawling with Charlie.
What?
You know, luck's a funny thing. Just when you think the whole world's against you, you get lucky. From the gun emplacement's vantage point, I could just make out the shape of an undetonated bomb right in the middle of the pile of rubble that blocked my way out of the tunnels. Ever tell you my brother Petey had been in Nam? Oh, yeah. He'd been the heroic type. True patriot. Yeah, he signed up as soon as he got the chance. Me, I wasn't in any such fucking hurry. And then one day I come home to find my mother in tears. She was shaking all over, holding a picture of Petey. Patriotism had gotten him killed. Nah, I wasn't a patriot. I was there purely for revenge. When I eventually caught up with the platoon, they'd taken heavy losses and were coming under some pretty heavy fire.
Hey, over here! Use the grenades! Get your head down! Grab the coordinated grenade out! Use the grenade, soldier! They're facing you! Get down!
That's when I first met Eggs. He was on his knees crying like a baby. If there'd ever been a plot to that fucking war, he'd lost it.
Come on, soldier, we gotta get out of here.
Nah, I ain't moving. Charlie's everywhere, man. We're fucked. You're so fucked.
Look, a Huey's on its way to the village, just up ahead.
Look, you go if you want, man. I'm staying right here.
You ain't staying here, so help me God, I'll fucking kill you myself if you don't fucking move right now.
They're coming? They're coming to get us?
What, are you fucking deaf or something? The Huey's coming to take us out of here. Now we gotta go before we can't fucking move for Charlie.
Okay, man, but I ain't going first. I'll follow you.
I knew from the first time I met him that he was a coward. I know, Eggs played the tough guy, but when the chips were down, he was just a fucking crying baby coward.
Hey, wait up, man. I'm right behind you.
Yeah, take it easy, huh?
Open wide. When I reached the village, the Viet Cong were dug in pretty tight. Huey was on its way, but we knew there was no way it was going to land in the middle of all that fucking crossfire. No way. Now, if we wanted out of there, we were going to have to clear the area hut by hut.
Watch yourself! You're facing in the bushes!
We have to clear the area so the chopper can land.
Get your head down, soldier!
were safely on board the Huey, I remember Egg said to me,
Hey, buddy, don't go telling nobody about me losing it back there. I really thought I was a dead man. Hey, I didn't even get your name.
name's Joey.
Hey, Joey, I'm Johnny. Johnny Piano. But everybody calls me Eggs.
So that's why Egg said he owed you that. I didn't know you'd saved his butt back in Nam.
Yeah. Right now, I wish I'd left the fucker to die.
Yeah? I thought you said he was your friend.
He was. Eggs and me first saw the gold back in Nam. And since then, both have become a real fucking pain in the ass.
You didn't tell me yet what happened in Carolina. You ever get your truck back?
So like I told you, I'd managed to get to the swamp. All I had to do now was catch up with this weasel Walt and get my truck back, but wasn't exactly all alone out there.
Verola's coming this way. Stalling while we unload the truck. Lock and load.
You ever tried running when you're waist deep in leech-infested mud? It's fucking impossible. Tell you, when the bullets start flying, you're a sitting duck. Stay down, you inbred son of a bitch. To make matters worse, this whole fucking swamp was home to some pretty ugly gators.
If I don't get the truck back, Lombardi's gonna break my balls.
Hey, Italian stallion. By the time I'm finished with you, you'll scream with my bigs.
Ain't gonna let me pass, are you? Something was stopping the hut doors from opening, but I couldn't see where it was from where I stood.
Over there.
The fucking rednecks don't know when to quit.
Sweet dreams, fucko.
Don't shoot, I'm all in. I've had enough, I ain't getting back in there with those things around.
The worst things in gators in these fucking swamps, fucker.
Wait here. I'll go see where he is.
Where are you, little piggy?
By the time I reached the edge of the swamp, Weasel Walt and his inbred sidekicks were waiting for me. It's time for the fucker to pay.
Heard the gunshots? The Italian is on his way, so you and the boys best stop your drinking and keep your eyes peeled.
Will do, Walt.
Well, make sure you do. Now I'm going out back to check on the truck. Fucking Italian.
What the fuck does this guy want? Holy fuck, can't you give a guy a break? I couldn't believe it. The truck was right there in front of me, but this fucking chopper had me pinned down tight. What I couldn't figure out back then was just who the hell had gone to all this trouble. I mean, just why the fuck would someone want to kill nobody like me?
We're hit! I'm gonna have to put her down!
Okay, hold the mission. Get this out of here.
Yeah, not so smart now, huh, you pussy fuck?
Shit, Joey. You lost Philly's cigarettes?
I lost his fucking money. All right? This was definitely a very bad thing. Now, there was no doubt I had an obligation I had to fulfill. An obligation to both the mob and Philly.
So how come Philly didn't just pop you there and then?
Well, he was pissed at me, sure, but he must have known I was good to have in a fight, you know? I've always been useful to Philly. He's always sent me to do the jobs no one else can do.
Like what?
The old Don had a printing press out in the Flower District where they mostly printed girly magazines. Of course, it was all a cover for his counterfeit note operation. Feds had been paying the place way too much attention. So the old man decides to close the operation until the heat was off. Philly sent me to pick up the plates and take them somewhere safer. So I smashed him over the head with a chair.
So you get what you came for?
Yeah, I'll be seeing you fellas.
FBI, freeze!
So like I said, the feds have been watching this place, so it shouldn't have surprised me that they hit us when they did.
You lost surrounded!
I'd been caught with those plates that day, this whole counterfeit operation would have been blown wide fucking open.
We can see you, Verola! Give yourself up!
The Fed snipers had taken up these high positions around the yard, and they were just too fucking far away for the shotgun to be of any use. Best I could hope for was to keep out of their sights and get to the gates in one piece. Come on, reload, fuckers, so I can be the one for it. Whoa. Need to keep ducking and dodging, Joey.
He's under the loading bay canopy! Give yourself up, Verola! There's no way out!
So far, so good.
Motherfucker!
Last rights, fucko. Thing is, this wasn't exactly a normal Fed operation. The guys on the ground were definitely not Feds. I recognized them. They were from the Corelli family.
Snipers, hold fire!
At the time, I figured that the Feds had been using the Corellis just to get to us. I guess they figured there was no point their own men dying when they could kill two birds with one stone. Well, they weren't gonna kill this fucking bird, I can tell you that.
Snipers, commence fire! Snipers, hold fire! Ground! Go, go, go!
Almost at the gates. Shit.
Snipers, commence fire! fire! Snipers, commence!
And then Eggs turned up. Didn't think much about it back then, but his arrival was pretty conveniently timed.
What the fuck's going on, Joe? You get the plates? Come on, let's get the fuck out of here.
Thing is, it was the old Don's fault any of this ever happened. He'd gotten sloppy. He was losing control. Philly knew it, and it wasn't too long before he's gonna do something about it. I tell you, I was one big bundle of nerves as Eggs and me drove back to Philly's place. I thought my screw-up in Carolina and the fact that I just wasted a whole load of Corellis really meant the end for me. But as it turned out, Philly seemed pretty cool about it.
You got the plates, kid. It would have been much worse if you hadn't. There was nothing you could have done about the feds, Joey. You did good, kid.
To tell you the truth, he seemed more impressed with me than pissed at me. But listen, I told you before, this was all about money. The gold. And it was only yesterday it became clear to me where it was. I got my hands on it just before you turned up this morning, in fact.
You shitting me? It was buried in fucking Calvary?
Yeah. Been there for years. Ever since it arrived in New York all the way from Nam.
Shit. So what the fuck happened this morning, Joe?
I'll tell you what happened. At last, I found the coffin of gold. We were just about to make away with it when some unwelcome company arrived.
Jeez, that's one fucking heavy coffin. Hey, Joe, how come we had to leave the hearse so fucking far away?
All right, quit your jabbering. Let's get this thing moving.
Shit, we got company.
Rest in peace, fuckers.
Boss, keep your head down.
Use the gravestones as cover.
How they found out where the goal was, I don't really know, but I'm guessing they must have been tailing me for some time now.
Get your grave
Stay with the coffin, I'll deal with this.
Say your prayers. Bring the fuck out, killed, you idiots! You ain't getting out of here alive, Verola! Drill the fucker! Give me all you got, fucker! Shoot him in the head! Bury him! shit so fucking loud?
Hey, I love that tune. Reminds me of when I made love to your mother.
Here he comes! Ah! Rock and roll! Fuck him over, guys! Bury this fuck. Go get him, boys.
You know, I recognize some of the guys this morning. They used to work for Philly. I guess they had a change of heart. Stupid fucks.
You okay, boss?
Yeah, just about. Let's go back for the coffin before more trouble shows up.
You're one lucky son of a bitch to still be alive, Joe.
Yeah, tell me about it. It wasn't the first time I'd had a run-in with these guys. Over the years, they've taken more and more power in New York.
Who?
The Triad. The guys this morning weren't Triad, but they were sure working with them. There's always a power struggle going on with these guys, and to win those power struggles, you need money. Lots of money. One day I was called to a meeting with Philly. Told me I was gonna help him out with a little problem. Philly had decided to make his move at last. He was gonna take out the Don. He was gonna take control of the family.
You were there when all that shit went down?
Was I there? Yeah, you're fucking right I was. Let me tell you something, I really made my bones that day.
Joey, don't kill the old man. He's mine, understand?
Not a problem, Philly.
I can't fucking believe they got me stuck out here on the fucking lookout. What the? Shit! A raid!
Will somebody please stop him before the whole fucking world knows we're here?
Oh God, no, please!
Hey, Joey, over here! Joe, you see that bridge? If you can get across it, you should be able to reach the delivery bay doors on the other side. You open them and we'll make our move.
Eggs. Any idea how many guys the old man has in there?
I ain't sure, buddy, but Philly says that since the run-in with the feds, the boss has made sure the place is pretty well guarded. But I got faith in you, Joey.
The old man's guys didn't know we were coming, so I decided to go in nice and quiet, work my way around the building, and clear the path for Philly and the rest of the guys. Place was crawling with the old Don's guys. Luckily, the deafening sound of the printing presses in the next room masked my intrusion.
Hey, Tom, I'm gonna check what paper we got in the loading bay. I need some freaking help over here! Lock and load! Oh, God! Action time! Oh, God!
These guys were covering each other's backs. If I hadn't been extra careful that day, I'd have been sent back to Philly in a body bag. As it turned out, they made it easy for me. So much for the old man's security. See you in hell. There were more of the old man's goons up on the balconies, but they were just as fucking stupid as the ones before. There was no fucking way I'd gotten that far without someone realizing what was going on, so the way I figured it, the sneaking around shit ended right there. It was time for some good old-fashioned violence.
gotta make a collection for the boss.
There was no fucking way I'd gotten that far without someone realizing what was going on, so the way I figured it, the sneaking around shit ended right there. It was time for some good old-fashioned violence.
Frank, going Yankees game tomorrow?
In truth, the Skybridge should have been a fucking bloodbath. If they were gonna stop me anywhere, it should have been there, but, you know, a few hapless grunts were the only ones there to greet me. That was where the old man made his biggest mistake. Dad and trust in Philly, of course. At last, I'd reached the loading bay doors. It was time to let Philly and the guys in to hot things up a little.
Fucking finally, Joe!
Hey, Joe, you stopped to jerk off?
Shut the fuck up, you
Hey,
idiots.
nice job, Joey. Come on. Let's find the old guy and end this.
You know where he is?
There's an office up on the second floor.
You done good, Joey. Now let's get in there and finish this thing.
Shithead! Yellow bitch!
Go on ahead and clear me a path through these motherfuckers.
Hey, take off!
Hey, Joe, all our guys are coming. Keep going, Joey.
Hey, Joey!
I gotta admit, I was expecting more trouble than this, but I guess that the old man had pulled back most of his guys closer to the office to protect his skinny white ass. The old Don's office was just off one of the walkways above. I knew this is where he was gonna make his last stand. This was where his guys would be waiting for me. The old Don's office was just off one of the walkways above. I knew this is where he was going to make his last stand. This was where his guys would be waiting for me.
It's kicking off! Yellow bastard! Rock and roll!
The old Don's office was just off one of the walkways above. I knew this is where he was going to make his last stand. This was where his guys would be waiting for me.
Rick! Time to die, Verola! Get the fuck out!
The old Don's office was just off one of the walkways above. I knew this is where he was going to make his last stand. This was where his guys would be waiting for me.
Hey, you guys!
The old Don's office was just off one of the walkways above. I knew this is where he was going to make his last stand. This was where his guys would be waiting for me. The old Don's office was just off one of the walkways above. I knew this is where he was going to make his last stand. This was where his guys would be waiting for me.
There's Verola! doesn't have to be this way, kid.
What's gotta be is gotta be.
Is this what I taught you, Philly?
You taught me the importance of tradition in the family.
I'm going out the way I came in.
Not unless you flew in through the windows.
Yeah, that's the day I really proved myself to Philly. I proved my loyalty to him, and that's when I started getting sent on jobs where before, we normally send Eggs.
And Eggs was okay with that?
No way. See, over time, Eggs kind of distanced himself more and more from Philly and me, but we were way too busy to take much notice.
Didn't you guys have more trouble with the feds after Philly had bumped off the old man?
Oh, yeah. See, Philly wanted everyone to know that things were gonna change. Now, ever since I'd collected the printing plates, the FBI had been watching us night and day, listening equipment, all that kind of stuff, from a building across the road. Philly wanted to send them a little message, and I was the delivery boy. This place had been a hangout for hookers as long as I could remember. After a few hands of cards and a bottle or two of Philly's best vino, some of the guys used to come over here to see the girls. Not me.
Hey, Joey. Want some business today?
Okay, maybe I'd been here once or twice before, but that was just business. The elevator was out of service, probably through overuse, but then again, this place had seen a lot of visitors. Feds had themselves up on the first floor of the building overlooking Philly's place in Little Italy, room 106. And the hookers, they were just helping the feds get through those long stakeouts away from the bureau. And their wives. Apartment 106. This is where the feds had set up shop. I was just about to smash that machine to fucking little pieces when I heard a familiar voice. It was Eggs.
We got a problem. The trail's got cold again. This is taking a little longer than I thought. Well, you people covered their tracks too fucking well, so it's gonna take a little more time, okay? I honestly can't fucking believe you don't know where the fuck the goal was meant to end up. Alright, look, we need to keep this quiet, okay? The last thing we need is every mobster in town knowing that there's $1 million in gold just laying around somewhere waiting to be picked up. Look, okay, but we don't need anyone snooping around where they're not wanted. Keep things quiet and I'll do the rest, capiche?
Now, I didn't know who Eggs was talking to, but I had a pretty good idea what he was talking about. The gold from back in Nam. Anyway, I didn't really have time to ponder the matter. Philly wanted the wiretap taken out of commission. His so-called little message.
Oh, man. I just had that girl over in 101. She did things my wife couldn't even begin to imagine. Who the hell?
Oh, God.
This place had been a hangout for hookers as long as I could remember. Feds had themselves up on the first floor of the building overlooking Philly's place in Little Italy, room 106. And the hookers, they were just helping the feds get through those long stakeouts away from the bureau. And their wives.
Oh, man. I just had that girl over in 101. She did things my wife couldn't even begin to imagine. Who the hell? Freeze!
I told you before I thought the feds were using the Corellis to get to us. Well, it wasn't that way at all. I found out later that the Corellis were the ones in the driver's seat. And then the shit really hit the fan. The door out of the room had been fucking locked, and the only way out of there was up to the rooftops.
You all right? Oh, God.
Feds had themselves up on the first floor of the building overlooking Philly's place in Little Italy, room 106. And the hookers, they were just helping the feds get through those long stakeouts away from the bureau. And
Oh, man. I just had that girl over in 101. She did things my wife couldn't even begin to imagine. Who the hell? Freeze!
I told you before I thought the feds were using the Corellis to get to us. Well, it wasn't that way at all. I found out later that the Corellis were the ones in the driver's seat. And then the shit really hit the fan. The door out of the room had been fucking locked, and the only way out of there was up to the rooftops. We'd never exactly seen eye to eye with the Corellis, but even Philly couldn't have guessed that they would have sided with the feds. Come on, no fucking way this was a legit FBI operation.
Please don't kill me.
At the time, I wasn't sure which would be worse, getting caught by the feds, having to tell Philly that his message had been a little louder than he'd wanted it to be.
Take him out! Go and check. Check it out. Come on, then.
Open wide. Come on, Joe, keep calm. Get across the rooftops into the next building.
Give me some help here, now!
Hey, you okay?
on, Joey. The bad guys ain't gonna go away anytime soon. Philly found out later that a deal had gone down between some bent feds and the Corelli family. The feds were on the take, and the Corellis were the ones doing the paying.
Fire! Fire!
It was time to get off the roof. Feds were all over the place, and if I didn't give them the slip soon, I was gonna run out of whatever luck I had left. Couldn't fucking believe it. Not only were the feds crawling all over the place, but to add insult to fucking injury, the elevator was out of service. Philly found out later that a deal had gone down between some bent feds and the Corelli family. The feds were on the take, and the Corellis were the ones doing the paying.
Do you see him?
You're fucking dead!
It was time to get off the roof. Feds were all over the place, and if I didn't give them the slip soon, I was gonna run out of whatever luck I had left.
Take him out!
Philly found out later that a deal had gone down between some bent feds and the Corelli family. The feds were on the take, and the Corellis were the ones doing the paying.
That's here! Get him! Get him! Oh! Check it out.
It was time to get off the roof. Feds were all over the place, and if I didn't give them the slip soon, I was gonna run out of whatever luck I had left. Couldn't fucking believe it. Not only were the feds crawling all over the place, but to add insult to fucking injury, the elevator was out of service.
Say something, let me hear you! What was that?
And so I casually walked on down to the street below. Large crowd of onlookers had formed below, giving me the perfect chance to slip away from there unnoticed. When I got back to the club after my run-in with the feds, Philly was really pissed.
I said a little fucking message, Joey, to tell the fuckers to mind their own fucking business. Instead, you start a small fucking war.
So after a whole lot of shouting, Philly tells me he had a contact who could make things right with the feds, but it was gonna cost, and he sure as hell wasn't gonna fucking pay. So a few minutes in a phone call later, Philly tells me I have to get $50,000 that night. Now, Philly later told me he'd been pissed not just because of my screw-up, but also because of the Orientals. You see, the triad and a certain Jade Lee, had been causing Philly a lot of fucking trouble. Now, one day, years before Philly took control of the family, he'd called me up.
Joey, I need you to do your thing again, kid. Those fucking Orientals ain't coughing up what's due. Get your ass down there and fix it, capiche?
Philly sent me to see a lot of people during the early years. I was his personal heckler, his persuader. If they wouldn't play ball, he sent me. Most jobs went nice and smooth, easy money. This one was gonna become a real thorn in the family's side. Jade Lee. Beautiful and deadly. Now, Jade had been running the family business since her father passed away. Now, what most people didn't know was that Jade and the Triad controlled ever-increasing areas of New York.
I completely understand your situation, Mr. Verola. Indeed, I'd like to extend my sincere gratitude for the services you and your associates have provided. Unfortunately, this restaurant is under new management and your protection is no longer required. But please accept this small gift as a token of our gratitude.
At the time, Jade had no idea who the fuck she was messing with, but she'd learn soon enough. Well, it was clearly time to get the fuck out of there. Jade was obviously not willing to negotiate, and we hadn't exactly turned up expecting a war. When Jade's father, Chung Lee, had run things, he'd always toed the line. Always paid his dues. He didn't have any interest in making enemies out of the family. But Jade, now, she was a different fucking prospect altogether. Oh, she had big plans for the Triad and had no problem telling us exactly when we weren't welcome.
Suck on this.
See, Jade was an American, born and bred. The way she saw things, she had as much right to this turf as we did. In short, she was becoming a big fucking problem.
Oh, 坏了。我听见他了。
There was no way I was getting out of there while Jade's guys were still crawling all over the joint. It was time to conduct some negotiations of my own. Now, it's not too often I found myself on the wrong side of a bar, but just for that day, I was willing to make an exception. Fuck, this is relentless.
When you fuck with us. 才那个是什么？
And then, after I'd spilt enough blood for one day, I figured it was time to make myself scarce. I didn't know it then, but that wasn't the first run-in I'd have with Jay Lee and the Triad.
So that Jade bitch got away from you.
You could say that. From that day, she gained more and more power in New York.
But what happened about the 50 grand to pay off the feds?
Oh, yeah, the payoff. Well, there comes a time in everybody's life when you make a decision. You're either in or you're nobody. Well, this was my time. Now, I had to get a hold of 50 Large that night to pay off Philly's contact and make things right with the feds. Now, maybe Philly figures I'm gonna go to the street for it, but forget it. That would have put me in a hole I'd never get out of. I had my own ideas.
New York Arena would proudly like to welcome all visitors to tonight's show.
I know what you're thinking. New York Arena? Why, you lost your fucking marbles, Joey? Well, not exactly. The security in the arena were all on the Corelli's books. Fuck, some of these guys were Corelli's, born and bred. Fact is, the Corelli's practically run this place. And since they caused me a lot of fucking trouble recently, I thought it was only fitting that they were the ones who paid up.
Okay, people, drop to the floor. Let's make this nice and quick.
Listen to the man, you fuckers, and do exactly as Mr. Tiger says. Now let's have the cash from the safe and we'll be out of here. You there, be nice and go open the safe for my friend here. Come on, Joe, grab the cash and let's finish this job.
Fuck. It's only about 30 grand in here.
Ah, fuck! What are we gonna do now?
What about the other ticket office? They'll have a safe there, too? We'll have to go for that one.
Okay, all right. Listen, you go back to the van and drive around to the garage. We'll meet you there. Tommy, come on. We got work to do. Tommy and me went way back. He'd started with Philly's crew about the same time I did. When I told him I had to get the money to pay off Philly's contact, Tommy had bat in an eyelid. Tommy was a good guy. Good guy, one of the best.
Get him! Get him! Where is he?
Tonight's show is about to start. For your information, once the show
Yeah,
is started, there
just like those bent feds before them, these guys were all on the take.
Get that bastard!
Come on, Tommy, keep up.
We'll never get away with this.
Open wide. Stay with me, Tommy. Come on, keep moving, buddy.
Check it out.
Tommy, keep up. Thing is, Tommy didn't keep up. Corelli's decided to raid on parade, or Tommy's to be more precise.
For your
Get that
convenience,
bastard!
we recommend that the exits to the sides and rear of the auditorium allow easier access to the parking area. Thank you.
All right, as you can see, I'm not here for front row tickets, so listen up and listen good. You there, open the fucking safe right now, or so help me God you won't see your next birthday. And you, the rest of you, just stay calm and stay still. All right, that wasn't so hard, was it? Now get on the floor. We managed to collect more than 60 grand that night. Enough for Philly's contact and a little left over for the guys and me. It was a pity Tammy never got to see so much as a dime, but it wasn't the time to mourn just yet.
When I got to the garage doors, I found that they were locked up tight. You'd have thought I'd been through enough.
Hey, that you, Joey? Where's Tommy?
He didn't make it, Vinny. Look, just get the doors open and make it quick.
Just give me a minute, Joey. We got some tools in the van. Shit!
Drop the weapon, son.
We got out of there just in time, but I didn't like leaving Tommy behind. He'd been someone I could trust with my life, and in my line of work, it's safe to say that you don't come across many guys like that. He'd been a good friend. In the end, I guess that's what got him killed.
So with one call, the feds and the Corellis were off our back. For a while, anyways.
You didn't ask Eggs to help you get the 50 grand?
Nah, after overhearing him on the wiretap, I wasn't sure what he was up to. You know, I couldn't trust him anymore. Besides, the payoff was my problem, and I was gonna handle it.
And you never faced up to him about what you'd heard on the wiretap?
No fucking way. No, this was business. This was big. If he'd have wanted me to know about it, he'd have told me. Let me tell you, he just as soon put a bullet through me as the next Joker when money was concerned.
Some friend.
Please, you don't know the half of it. Anyways, over the next few years, things between us and the Chinese got worse. You know, they'd hit us, we'd hit them back harder. They'd come back even harder than that, so Philly decides to sit down with the other families to form a truce so we could kick the Chinese out of New York once and for all.
It got that bad?
For Philly to call the families together? Yeah, it was that fucking bad. Philly organized a meeting in Cha-Cha Charlie's and everybody agreed to turn up. I should have known it was too good to be true.
Joey, you take care of anybody who's not here for the linguine. Capiche?
It is Lombardi! Lombardi, I got a message for you! You're fucking dead!
Thank you for joining me on our Let's Play, Made Man for the PS2. Be sure to be on the lookout for more. Goodbye.